Alright, hello everybody. Nick Green here with BehaviorFit. Today I'm going to look at how to update my CrossFit data with coming from Wodify and going into Power BI. So now the layout that you see here is just what I've kind of designed here. You know, again, looking at I have my total WODs, total workout of the days, total exercise components, right, that I've completed through 2020. I just have that filtered on the top here. You know, I can flip through, look at 2019. This only affects the top just because there's two different reports. You'll see that here in a second. And the bottom I have strength. So we can see that in 2020, up until really up until the week of 8/16, I've completed 88 workouts that have been logged in the system. We see a gap here in the bottom. What happened here between March and May? Pandemic, right? The old COVID-19. So I was doing the workouts, but here this is just evidence that I was not logging all of the workouts in there, which kind of stinks. But you know, it is what it is. So, but anyway, back on a nice increasing trend since the gym has opened back up. So we have the watts per week. I have percentage charts here so we can see. Really what we're going to pay attention to is, again, make this 2020, looking at this is my kind of lifting chart that I made, but I just hit a deadlift PR, and so I need to update this data, this deadlift data here, and then we can see how that works. So then we have named WODs. You can pick you know, different types of workouts and see what your last performance was, so on and so forth. But that's a video for a different day. So how do we get the data into this report right here? So what we have to do, again, Wodify, I've talked about this before, is not the best system when it comes to getting your own data out of it. So what we have to do is you go to My Performance. Now, see my performance card, there's nothing here. This is a waste of space. So Wodify, remove this from your website. Gymnastics, here, my gym doesn't use the gymnastics category, so there's nothing here. Actually, let me look at last year. Oh, okay, we did do it. All time, yep, they've only done it once. But weightlifting is really what we need to see. So we see clean, front squat, and then deadlift. Why is this? That should, okay. Here we go. Here is my 405 deadlift. Very exciting. First time over 400 for me. This should have a star next to it. Anyway, so we need to look at, this is the weightlifting. We're going to look at not last 30 days, we want all time. And now what we need to do is export the data. So we're going to export it. It's called performance results, and this is, you can see down here, it says 3 because this is the third download file there. So what we'll do now is minimize this. Now I'll go over to the downloads, and now I'm going to move this. So I'm going to cut it, and now I have to move it to the Power BI. Let me think. Where did I put it here? Okay, so I put it right here. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit paste that here. So now we have 2 files. So again, this is just on the back end, nerdy stuff. We have the data is pulling from this performance results, this one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the original one, but then delete the 3 here. So now it is the updated one with the naming convention. So now what we'll do is minimize this. So that was the weightlifting data. So now when I go back here, it should work. That's the report designer. Oops. I'll go back over here. So now I need to go back to, I just need to remember my the lift here, 365. Okay, so it should say 405. So I need to go back to my data, and now I'll go to, okay, this is the boring back end stuff. So you gotta go here. I gotta refresh the data real quick. We'll refresh it. What's going on here? Something went wrong. Schedule refresh. Okay, close. Refresh. update app. What's going on? Let's try it again. This may not have worked. Okay, we'll refresh it. We'll refresh over here because we know this is where it works. Make sure it works here first. Refresh. So this is the data coming in. All right, close. All right, so now we go to the percentage charts. I should say 405. Ding, ding, ding. Yep. So it worked just like that. There's some other small errors there. So again, so what I have to do here, I gotta quickly publish it to the spreadsheet right over there. So we got CrossFit data. Select. And I'm going to replace it. That's loading. Got it. Open that there. So now it'll pop up. So we see it has been updated. 405 on the deadlift. So now the way I have it set up here, you can see on my lifting chart, deadlift 405. Now I have my percentages that are good to go there. So that was for the so strength here. We have 5 strength pieces for last week, up to 96. Now I have to do the same thing for the Metcon data, right? Because this stopped at 816. So we'll do the same thing again. So we'll go back to the Metcon data. Now we will look at all time, export. All right, so this is perform. Wodify, they could have named this a little better. So we go back to the download folder, performance results Metcon, cut. So now we go back to my stats, paste it there. We're gonna delete this one, remove the 3, and for all intents and purposes, the Power BI tool that I use just looks for the name of the file, and everything else kind of syncs up that way. So let me try refreshing. Let me just try refreshing again over here. So let's see if it works. CrossFit data, refresh. Okay, for some reason it's not working that way. Go back over here. Percentage, named WODs. Refresh. Let's see if it works. Data updated. That was 816. Yeah, okay. So we'll just go back over here. Got it. Again, we left off at 816. Let's hit refresh again. So it should pull in. We should get the week of 823. Close it there and some more. So we have 89, 816, 823. So 6 exercises. You see that updated there. So there we have it. That is how so now I'll go ahead and publish. Publishing the data is this weird kind of back and forth. There could be something odd with me, the way I'm pulling in the data, but we'll just go that way. So replace the data, and then we'll go back to the report here. It'll load in 2 seconds. So again, you have to export the data from Wodify. Publishing, CrossFit, the data here. Okay. So yep, we're at 823, and ta-da, just like that. This is how you update the data. Now getting it into on these graphs and everything, that's a whole nother challenge. But so going back to the Metcon data here, or how did we get the data? We had to log into Wodify, go to my performance, find the specific set of data that you wanted, or PRs. So I looked at just the weightlifting and Metcons because that's what my gym uses as far as like how they categorize everything with the names there. And then I downloaded it, and I went to the folder. I just copied and pasted where the location was. There's a lot of details with that, but then I just refreshed it, and here we go. There's our data. So again, looking at the percentage chart, so we can see my latest date on the max. That is not right. Oh yes, it is. So on 826, I hit my 405 deadlift, and we can look at back squat 217. That does not seem right. Maybe it is, but the data don't lie. So next week we're looking at maxing out our Olympic squat clean, so I look forward to that. But again, that's it. Let me know if you got any questions, and talk to you soon. Keep moving.